What is going on, everybody? My name is General Mittens and welcome to this week's Mittens Report. This is probably a day late, mainly because I've been quite busy with work and the such stuff. So anyway, this week we are kicking it right off. We've got a few news stories to go through, as there's been quite a big week with the VGX Awards and all these new trailers and all that. But first of all, right at the start of the week, on the 4th of December, which was last Wednesday, Activision said that Call of Duty Ghost's critical response does not mirror fan appreciation. Activision's head of publishing, Eric Hirschberg, said, "We've been pretty transparent all year that we think, because of the challenges of the console transition year, that was likely in the short term. I think it would be a mistake to conflate the challenges of the console transition year with any indications about the health of the franchise." So what Activision is saying is that because of the console transition and users not knowing whether to get next gen or to stick with current gen, that's why the sales of Call of Duty Ghosts have not been up to par with that of previous games. So Activision are quite comfortable that the Call of Duty franchise is fine and that it's not taking a hit on sales. Personally, I think that Call of Duty is dying off. I'm not sure if it's just me and my group of mates that have just grown up, but the people in my year at my school, I've hardly heard anything about Call of Duty with them. Back 3-4 years ago, it was all about Black Ops, it was all about the next Modern Warfare, and now it's just sort of died off. I'm not sure if that's probably just because of my age group, but it seems that the Call of Duty franchise is dying off. Now personally, I think if Call of Duty was free, I'd play the shit out of it. The only reason why I don't play Call of Duty is that I don't see enough worth in the new games to warrant a $60 purchase, and even more here in Australia. I think if Activision brought over Call of Duty Online from China, which is a free-to-play online Call of Duty, which is a mix of all of the best maps, and it's running on the Modern Warfare 3 engine, I believe. If they brought that over to the West, I think that would be so popular, because I enjoy Call of Duty as a muck-around game. It's very good at what it does. The only problem is that people don't like spending $60 for a new one every year. Now, the next news report of the week is all about Gran Turismo 6 and their quote-unquote microtransactions. Now, if you don't know what's actually happened in Gran Turismo 6, there is a certain car, I believe it is the Jaguar something or other. It is 20 million in-game credits, and you can buy these credits with real money. I'm not sure about the actual price to how many credits you get, but the car in total costs 120 British pounds, which is about $200 US for an in-game car. Now, on this webpage, there is a bunch of tweets to Yoshida himself. A user, Ruivo, says, "For shame, I'm not touching GT6 until this is changed." And Yoshida responds with, "Read the posts. The game is just offering an alternative path to busy people. Read reviews when they come out." Another user, C. Raven, says, "Sony is doing a fantastic job building a system truly for the players. Microtransactions, like DRM, is not a good thing for us." Yoshida then replied with, "Microtransaction per se is not a bad thing. How the game is designed around it could become a problem." So my view on microtransactions is that they are taking over video games themselves. This is a very bad transition that we're seeing, because it starts out with small games that are microtransactions for certain perks or certain weapons or whatever on your tablet or your phone. And now companies, major companies, are seeing this and going, "Oh sweet, let's try that." The first notable game that has come to my attention is Dead Space 3. Now that had single player and co-op only microtransactions, which in a way, even though everyone hated the microtransactions, it worked well because it didn't actually affect other players. Because you are playing single player or co-op, and yeah, you have a better weapon than your co-op partner, but it's not like you are completely destroying him. You are just ruining his fun by, getting him down in one shot, whatever. The problem with microtransactions in multiplayer is that it's like the Battlefield shortcut packs. It gives the players all of this stuff that they would have had to work hours upon hours for, that other users have done because they paid like $20 and they immediately get every single weapon in the game, everything. They basically pay $20 to get to top rank, and that just removes all replayability from the game. It removes everything. Because people are going to enjoy having all these weapons and these cool cars, but then they're going to be like, oh, I didn't work for it. You know, I didn't get that sense of achievement because I worked towards it. The other thing is the name. They are wrongly named Microtransactions. There is nothing micro about spending $200 to get a car. Granted, I don't expect many people to be paying for that. But in the long run, you're paying $60 for a game, and 3 years down the track, you could have paid another $120 because you bought small little increments of credits, because you paid $3.50 for, you know, every month or so for extra credits, and you end up spending heaps and heaps of money. And it's just sort of a way to milk your wallet, and I really don't like it. I think it's gonna go a bit, you know, strange in the future. I think we should all watch out for microtransactions because they could sneak up on us. The next news report of the week is that Ubisoft has sent out a survey to random fans on the next Assassin's Creed. Now, the survey asked many questions such as, would you like to play as a modern day hero, and what would be the must-have locations for the next title. But the one that cropped up and really sort of made news around the internet is that Ubisoft have asked, do you think that Black Flag could have been its own IP? Now, this shows that Ubisoft are kind of like, maybe we can make an IP out of this. And I think, personally, I love Black Flag. I think it's awesome. I still think it could have been more about Assassins, but anyway, I loved the naval combat. I thought that it was going to be terrible. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And I really think they could make, with, you know, taking away the Hidden Blade and maybe taking away the free running and sort of putting more emphasis on the pirate lifestyle, I think they can make a really, really successful IP. The problem is, I think they should wait. I really think they should wait if they're going to make this, because what I think they should do is concentrate solely on Watch Dogs. That is their new IP that's very highly anticipated. It sort of dropped in hype at the moment because of the delay. But I think they should just concentrate on that, make it the best it can possibly be, and then think about other IPs. Because all I can see is if they release this new IP in 2015, I can just see it damaging future games, like the next Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs, or the Watch Dogs sequel if they come out with one. I think they should just concentrate on one thing and then move to the other. The next news report of the week is sort of two news reports into one, and that is Telltale have announced 2 future games for 2014. One of them being Tales from the Borderlands, which is very surprising. No one picked this, but it's going to take place in the Borderlands world with the Telltale Games style. The other game, which is what I'm very excited for, is Game of Thrones. The rumour was true. They are designing a Game of Thrones title, and I'm so excited for this. I've been playing a lot of Clash of Kings, and I've been watching a bit of the episodes, and I can't wait for this game. Now, Telltale are known for their brilliant story, so I can't wait to see what they come out with. But the Borderlands one has sort of taken everyone by surprise, because Borderlands is a first-person shooter RPG. That is what it's known for. It's known for being a shooter and being an RPG. And with the Telltale Games style of gameplay, a lot of people are kind of getting worried that Borderlands at its core is not going to be felt in this new title. It's going to be a sort of Walking Dead-like game with a Borderlands skin. And I can kind of see how this is happening. I haven't played any of the Borderlands games, but I can see where fans are coming from. Now, the last news report of the week is, again, 2 news reports in one, and it's that Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and the new Thief game have received new trailers. My favourite is the Witcher 3 trailer. It is full in-game gameplay. It looks amazing. There's a guy with a fur coat in the trailer, and you can see the fur moving around in the wind separately, so it's not like a block sort of flowing around. You can see the sprinkles of fur. I don't even know if that's a word, but you can just see it, and it just looks so beautiful. You can also see Geralt's ponytail moving, and sort of, it looks like Tomb Raider with that Tress Effects style of graphics, where you can see just his hair moving around, and it's so beautiful, and the music in it is so epic as well. The new Thief trailer outlines the new story, and it looks pretty good. I can't wait for the new Thief game. I really like stealth style of games, and I suggest you check out the trailers. They are amazing. They're all over YouTube. I'll link you to the website that has it, although I suggest you actually watch the video on YouTube, because the YouTube player actually loads the video faster. So those are the news reports of the week. Do you think the Call of Duty franchise is dying off? Would you like to see a pirate-based IP from Ubisoft? Are you excited for the new Game of Thrones and Tales from the Borderlands games? These are all questions that can be answered down below in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching this week's Mittens Report. I'm sorry it's a day late, I had a lot of stuff to do. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name is General Mittens, and I'll see you in the next video.